your Superman news video for the week November 7th to November 13th, 2014. Our top news stories in this week's Speeding Bulletin include Superman flies above Chicago for Batman v Superman, DC Entertainment announces a Justice League vs Bizarro League Lego animated movie, and Lois Lane is pregnant in Convergence. Let's check out these stories and more in this week's Speeding Bulletin. In movie news, filming for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice this week saw Henry Cavill in the Superman costume rigged up to a crane via wires, flying above the streets of Chicago. Onlookers caught sight of Henry and Amy Adams filming what appeared to be a scene where Superman and Lois Lane are kissing once more. Fans captured additional filming in the streets of Chicago last weekend, showing Amy Adams as Lois Lane apparently exiting the Daily Planet to catch a taxi. Filming also saw the cast and crew head out onto Lake Michigan on a large ferry from Navy Pier in Chicago. Ben Affleck was on board the ferry dressed in the now familiar blue shirt and vest business attire we've seen him wearing in his role as Bruce Wayne. More fan photos emerged online later in the week, giving us a clearer image of how the Daily Planet will be portrayed in the movie. Amy Adams is on location, seen filming at the Chicago location, being used to represent the Daily Planet building entry and lobby. Although by the time you're watching this, the Daily Planet signs have been dismantled and taken away, with filming having wrapped at that location. Meanwhile, at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago's Uptown neighbourhood, production crew was seen preparing for a night shoot, with the theatre billboard changed to advertise the movie Excalibur and the Mark of Zorro. The arrivals of cars dating back to an earlier era had fans speculating about the possibility of a flashback sequence to the night the Waynes were killed. The cover of issue number 99 of Sci-Fi Now magazine features Henry Cavill as Superman from Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, giving us our first magazine cover for this upcoming movie. The 8-page feature article titled Justice Be Done doesn't really reveal anything new that we haven't seen online already, but it does collect all this information in one place, including some of the rumours and speculation that surrounds the film and Justice League. Yahoo News reports that there is a real-life tension between Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill on the set of Batman v Superman. Sources revealed that the duo was ribbing each other and playing pranks, but it turned sour when Affleck challenged Cavill to see who could lift the heaviest weights, as the latter won the competition. Not sure if I personally believe this story, it sounds made up to me, it doesn't sound like Cavill. While Henry Cavill was photographed seemingly floating above the streets of Chicago this past week, Michael Shannon says that being in a flying harness and rig and making it look effortless as Henry does is very hard work. He said it was very physically demanding. You can't just sit in the harness and expect it to do all the work. You're not going to look like you're flying. You have to pay attention to what your feet and legs are doing. It's like dancing. DC Entertainment announced the upcoming release of a new Lego DC Comics superhero animated film titled Justice League vs Bizarro League, slated for early 2015. The Justice League will square off against Bizarro versions of themselves before teaming up to defend Earth from Darkseid. As an added bonus, the Blu-ray and DVD combo pack will also come with a Bat-Zaro Lego figure. Justice League vs Bizarro League is set to release on February 10th next year and will be available on Blu-ray for $24.98 and on DVD for $19.98. We'll let you know when it becomes available to pre-order. No TV news this week, so we jump straight into comic book news, and you'll remember that last week DC Comics announced it will put its entire line of superhero comic books on hiatus for 2 months from April 2015 for a 9-week miniseries titled Convergence. This week we found out part of the mystery with details on the 10 2-part miniseries that each give different looks at pre-Flashpoint DC Universe heroes. For Superman fans, the Superman title will see Superman and Lois deal with the impending birth of their child as he is called in to protect the city. While in Justice League, when Supergirl Zatanna and Jade went to Jesse Quick's baby shower, they didn't expect to be taken to another planet for a year or to be attacked by Flashpoint Aquaman. Convergence begins on April 1st with a 0 issue. Kay Perkins, the new co-writer taking over the reins of the Supergirl comic book, spoke to Tiffany in an all-new DC All Access video about what we can expect from Supergirl's adventures at Crucible Academy.
So as the name implies, Crucible is about being challenged and being on a quest. So a lot of these characters are going on this personal journey and they're being tried by some really incredible teachers who are very wise and are experts in their own field. Like if the Galactica and Hogwarts had a love child, like it would be Crucible Academy.
Supergirl number 36 will be released on Wednesday, November 19th. Comic books we reviewed this week included Superman Unchained number 9, which was reviewed by Matthew Ballinger, who gave it a 3 out of 5, saying, "All in all, Superman Unchained was a huge misstep in my opinion. It was popcorn action that had very little soul or recognisable characters." And Michael Bailey reviewed Action Comics number 36, saying, "The creepy vibe is working and we were left with a solid cliffhanger ending," and he rated this a 4 out of 5. Superman comics available this week from November 12th include Injustice Year 3 Chapter 7, digital comic, has been available since November 11th. Batman 36 features Superman. Earth 2 World's End number 6. Justice League United number 6, which is available in a Lego variant cover, a digital combo pack, and another variant cover. New 52 Futures End number 28. Smallville Season 11 Chaos number 4 print edition. World's Finest number 28. Smallville Continuity Chapter 12 is the final digital chapter. It will be available on November 14th. Batman Superman Volume 2 Game Over hardcover. And Batman Superman Volume 1 Cross World trade paperback. Clean up crime and grime with these Superman items for the bath and shower. Get yourself this Superman bath and body set for $19.80. Or choose from a selection of Superman bathroom shower curtains available from $32.99. These and other great Superman bath and shower items are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman Homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, the new video game from Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment, is available now. In LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, the Caped Crusader joins forces with the superheroes of the DC Comics universe and blasts off to outer space to stop the evil Brainiac from destroying Earth. Using the power of the Lantern Rings, Brainiac shrinks worlds to add to his twisted collection of miniature cities from across the universe. Now the greatest superheroes and the most cunning villains must unite and journey to different Lantern worlds to collect the Lantern Rings and stop Brainiac before it's too late. LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, the ultimate superhero game for the entire family, is available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PS Vita, Wii U, 3DS and PC. You can order LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham from our online store now. A new Champion Unmasked video for the Infinite Crisis video game introduced us to the powers of Arcane Supergirl. Able to summon Firebird and Flame at will, Arcane Supergirl soars into Infinite Crisis, joining the roster as of November 26. Want to roast your enemies with the flames of Rao? Play Infinite Crisis today at infinitecrisis.com. A boat named Superman won the prestigious Hawkesbury Bridge to Bridge race in Australia on Sunday, having dominated the races throughout 2014. The Superman boat won every major race owner Darren Maguire has entered, and it was no different on Sunday with some incredible speeds shown. The parents of a baby born 17 weeks premature were considering switching off their son's ventilator when the baby made a miraculous recovery within a day of being named after Superman. Medics told Kay Latham and her fiancé Scott to consider turning off his ventilator, but the superhero fans begged for a few more days with their baby and had him christened Kal-El. Overnight, the baby defied doctors to drastically improve, and within days he was off his ventilator. We wish them and little Kal-El the best of luck. And last but by no means least, voting for our 14th annual Shield Awards is now open. The Shield Awards give you, the fans, the opportunity to voice your opinions about comics with 2014 cover dates, Superman-related movies, TV shows and merchandise released in 2014. By voting in the 2014 Shield Awards, you automatically go into the draw for a chance to win the LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham video game. Head to our website now to get voting. That's all the news there was for the week November 7th to November 13th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V, and thanks for watching. So, last week I talked a little bit about the major April and May event that DC is launching called Convergence, which apparently seems to be driven by the villain Telos, or Telos Lobos. But anyway, it is a villain that was created by Brainiac, at least what we're being told, and was accidentally left on another planet in another part of the multiverse somewhere, and hence comes out with a not Bizarro, look at this. You got me thinking Bizarro. It's your fault, people, and I blame you. Got a Brainiac symbol on his chest and appears to be the big bad of the event. Something else interesting came out about Convergence just the other day, and that is that pre-52 Lois and Superman will apparently be returning for a story arc in the Superman book, as well as pre-52 Supergirl, who will be appearing in Justice League along with a couple of other interesting characters. What's interesting about this image, of course, is that Lois Lane is pregnant, while Superman and Lois Lane are embracing and kissing, which is something that they do often and will be doing in Man of Steel, as we're seeing with a lot of the new photos that have been released from the set. So it certainly appears that some of, at least my fears, have been allayed with the Man of Steel movie, where Batman is going to have a major role. You know, we've talked about Alfred being involved, and apparently an early Wayne residence, and Bruce Wayne rescuing people in apparently Metropolis and saying, how are they going to have so much time for all these people? But of course now we're seeing many shots of Superman flying over the city, and Superman with Lois, and of Lois by herself at the Daily Planet. And we did see Perry White as well. So there are going to be, obviously, scenes shot with characters from the Man of Steel cast, and it will be a shared film with both characters and their supporting cast of characters having their own scenes and having their own parts of the storyline. But what I'm talking about here is the pregnant Lois in the pre-New 52 Superman image that we have here, which is going to be the story we read about in Superman. Now, since it's a 8-ish, 9-ish, 7-ish week event that's going to be going on through April and May, are we to assume that this pre-New 52 Superman is going to be the full story in the Superman book during that entire time, or is this going to just be one shot out of the 7 or 8 or 9 books that we're going to get, or because during a normal 2-month period, you only would get 2 books of the Superman comic. So will it be a 2-parter where we learn about what pre-New 52 Superman is doing and how Lois is doing? Either way, my assumption is, and you know what they say, when you assume, you're usually correct in my case. No. What it means to me is that what I might have been hoping for last week, or what some of you might have been hoping for last week, or agreeing with me about last week, is that it looks like, because of the sagging sales, and because they know that a lot of people miss the pre-New 52 Superman, I really hate saying that, it's a very long chunk of words, might have been that because people seem to be unhappy with the direction of Superman since the New 52, maybe that they were somehow going to converge the 2 separate characters who aren't really separate, but apparently in 2 different universes and still existing and doing their thing, and somehow put them together or merge them in some way so that we have parts that we love about the old Superman appearing in the new Superman, and what we like about the current version of Superman still not being completely destroyed either. But I'm not sure exactly that that's going to happen. I wasn't sure last week. And when I see a picture of a pregnant Lois and Superman happy and embracing and kissing, I feel like I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. Now, there could be a merging of some sort, so I could be wrong there, but I really don't expect a happy pregnant Lois with Superman is going to last. Not that they weren't happy pre-New 52, and not that there aren't happy moments in the New 52, but it's already been pretty well accepted that Lois and Superman can't have a child together, although in stories like Injustice, Gods Among Us, she is pregnant with Superman's child, and that's a big horrible happening there is what causes the whole event of Gods Among Us to go wrong, and why we end up with Tyrant Superman and other evil superheroes working for Superman that are misled and misguided, and the story's kind of interesting. So depending on the part of the multiverse, or depending on the situation, I guess there are times when it is possible for them to have a baby together. But generally, I think in the normal ongoing continuity that we're normally a part of, that isn't a scientific possibility. It makes sense Probably, because we really are two different species, even though we're both humanoid, that is, Terrans from Earth and Kryptonians from Krypton. Either way, I think it'll be interesting to see. It's a strange choice, I think, to have her pregnant, and I hope that they don't go down the road of Gods Among Us and make the pre-New 52 Superman, even if he doesn't turn into a tyrant, but broken and sad because something terrible happens, as far as them having their love still intact and that they're going to have a baby. This kind of thing worries me, but maybe it'll be happy and maybe everything will turn out okay. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, when you throw me my baby shower, I want Superman undies. My feeling for love.